Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And this is Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
That's right. It's DJ Damage. Let's get the show started.
Okay, listen, the fuckery's almost feeling back to normal. Okay, so how are you, Melissa?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Oh, well, good is great.
Yeah, good is great. God is great.
And so you're the Curve Queen, but you ain't curving no more because you kind of tied down. You just revealed that you're kind of dating.
Cuff Queen.
Yeah.
Well, for you to be so tight-lipped and now just be out here talking about your whole relationship.
No, I mean, oh God. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm really not dating anybody else. I'm not. I'm really not.
And Damage, you're over here living the single life. No, Damage. Oh, sorry. Damage has one girl. He only has one girl.
I'm kind of like you. Like, it's not all the way official. Just, you just got one.
Yeah. I mean, it's sexy. That's the thing to do now. That's what's on trend.
What is the thing to do?
Is to be booed up and get money together. Yeah.
Speaking of booed up, that's actually one of my favorite games on Wild 'N Out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a game.
Have your king or your queen on your side, and nobody has a specific gender role. You get money together, get the bag together, and that's what I talk about a lot with mine is
Mine, as in yours?
Ownership.
Wow.
I heard it.
we talk about business opportunities. That's what we talk about. Like making money turns us on.
And so you Damage. Are you with somebody that you could actually get money with?
Yeah. If you're not having those conversations, what are we talking about where you can be with your significant other and talk about building something bigger than just fucking?
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and mine are actually talking on a collect calls because he's in prison. So I'm having this whole dilemma. I'm talking to somebody who's in prison, but I guess I'm at a point now in my life where I probably shouldn't be talking to somebody in prison.
Is it the one that I know?
Yes.
With
the red hair. No, not Latour. Latour's out.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
No.
Wait, you got a guy in prison with red hair?
You've met them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a friend of mine from back in the day. But anyway, we've rekindled this flame. The flame is not all the way lit because he's behind bars. But my question is it wrong at my age, is it wrong to be dating somebody who happens to be incarcerated? For something that he's guilty of, but still.
I would have to, I think the automatic next question is, can you say why he's in there?
Nah. Well, it's not an immoral crime.
Okay.
So it's not like something where like.
So he didn't murder anybody.
No. No rape, no sexual crimes.
Okay.
He might have took some shit he wasn't supposed to.
Was it an armed robbery?
Listen.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, like, I
there
feel
goes
like
that morality thing.
No. I mean, maybe just took some shit, strong arm here and there, but but no, I mean, am I at a point where I want to date, but I'm still not getting the quality. Let me back up. I'm not gonna say not the quality because he's a good person, but I haven't found anybody or nobody's found me that is of what people may expect me to be dating.
You have no problem dating motherfuckers in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look at you like to lift them up.
It's,
you like to pull them out.
He does. He's like the ASPCA. Just fucking save a stray.
Not anymore, because just like you guys, but just like you all are talking, you have to you want to partner with somebody who you can hustle with.
Yeah, you do.
But that person needs to be equally yoked, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, they at least have to be imaginative. You know what I'm saying?
We all have it. He's imagining getting out.
No, I'm talking about imaginative in the way that you're imaginative, in the way that you're creative, in the way that you have that go-getter kind of attitude, and it be legal. Yeah,
that's a big part.
That's a huge part of it.
I told somebody today, bitch, I'm Picasso. They fell out.
You got to have somebody who, if he's going to get out and he's about to be a convicted felon.
Yeah, but titles shouldn't matter.
That's going to be a problem.
We have to stop confining ourselves to labels. Okay, although I'm not in prison, I am trapped in my mind with certain thoughts that I want to get rid of. Like Get Fit or Die Trying. That is one of the shows that I absolutely hate because unlike you, I have not fallen in love with fitness yet.
Really?
No.
I was on the stair climber today and I was not in love.
Really?
I was not in love with that movement. I hated every single second of it.
Damn.
Hated it. I hated the sweat. I hated it. I did it. because I want my ass up on my shoulders. Hello.
Hey.
What about you? You like working out?
Yeah, I like working out. I mean, nobody likes every workout. That's why I don't have a trainer, because they make you do the shit that's not fun. I just do all the fun stuff.
No,
Yeah.
me and my trainer had the whole Oprah conversation.
What was that?
I know your
No is a
trainer, so it's
complete
funny.
sentence. So he still pushes me. I mean, he still motivates me. But like, yesterday he wanted me to do seated squats.
You
know
don't
what
like
is?
that? It's easy.
Well, yeah, but it just didn't flow with the workout that I
Wait,
had in mind.
It might help me.
Where you're
Brain
s-
injury.
where-
What is a seated squat?
You know what a seated squat
No.
is. When you do the squat, but it's like you have a foundation there.
Oh, you
so
have
like
a seat.
chair or
Oh,
something.
okay.
No, but like you're sitting down with like a bar up here with weights, and you're standing up and then sitting back down and standing back
Yeah,
up.
but
It's
there's
just
something
not
you
that
can
I.
sit
It's
on.
not that I didn't want to do it. It just didn't flow with the workout the way I thought it should.
It didn't feel good.
No, it just didn't flow. Like then,
Just didn't
then he had me do bands. I'm like, I'm tired of niggas trying to tie me down. So these bands are a problem. So then I did the band workout, but I actually got through the workout. But yeah, I want everybody keeps saying if you keep going, you'll fall in love with it, and I just have not fallen in love with it.
It's
Yet.
the
You-
results.
Well, you have to figure out what you do love. Like one thing, I hate jumping rope.
I love jumping rope. Oh,
See? Look,
wait.
there you love
There you
something.
go.
I love jumping rope unless Hino's telling me to jump rope.
Then don't let
Because
Hino
that
do
motherfucker
it.
leaves the clock on and it'd be like, where's the bell?
Well, yeah, that's the point. Is you're supposed to do 3-minute drills.
Yeah, well, I did 3-minute drills. And after 2-3 minutes, I was done.
Yeah. Well, I met somebody recently. There's this YouTube channel called the Jump Rope Guys or something like that. And apparently it's like freaking huge. Okay. These guys jump rope and have celebrities there jumping rope. And they ask you questions while you're jumping rope, but then you keep switching out the ropes and they get heavier and heavier.
Oh, shit.
The heaviest rope is a 3-pound rope that you're jumping rope
Can I
with.
tell you, I ain't
3
got no-
pounds.
ain't
I say
got
all
no-
this to say that one of the guys ended up losing 70 pounds just jumping rope.
Really?
So that might be your thing is jump rope. Like
Hey.
I love deadlifts. Love them.
What is
Really?
And most guys would probably like to watch me do deadlifts.
What's the deadlift? That's where you have to bend over?
Yes.
Yeah, they gonna
And
love that.
it's like the hamstring glute exercise. But I physically just really like to do those exercises.
You know how many guys I'm attracted to that I'm attracted to that I like want to sleep with you? It's so annoying.
Well,
they always bring you
Trust
up.
me, we have the same problem.
What do you mean?
That there's been guys that I'm like, oh, hottie, and they don't bat for my team. And I'm like,
Send them my way. Actually, no, I'm in a relationship.
Look at y'all two.
No, but I will say, nah, I ain't gonna tell that. Nah, I'm trying to live a better life because I feel like I've also done a lot of damage to my image with this show. I called somebody yesterday. Okay, side note for the audience that's trying to follow this. Yes, I'm talking to a nigga in prison, but since he's locked up, I'm talking to other people. All right, so I was talking to this other guy, right? And I sent him a screenshot of my iPad where he's now the face of my iPad. He's the backdrop image. So I screenshot and I texted to him. I said, hey, look, you're my screensaver on my iPad. He said, it's so crazy. And so I called him. He says, it's so crazy. I'm listening to your show right now and I'm listening to you talk about this other guy you were just hanging with. Wow. Damn.
but bump.
Shit.
So wait, you feel like the people you talk to and listen to the show?
No, well, I mean, honestly, we do this show and yeah, we get all these views, but I don't really think about people really listening to this shit. But apparently they're listening to it. Okay, well, anyway, so anyway, we're all in bliss here. Everybody's in different stages. You're dating one person that you're happy with. You're dating somebody that you're getting money with, and I'm dating somebody who's still a convicted felon behind the bars. But I mean, everybody needs love. He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
I'm sure he is.
You've met him.
Yeah.
You don't remember him.
My memory issues are kind of
Don't do that. You just because I bring so many guys around.
that too.
No, but remember Vegas when we were having dinner in that little Asian restaurant, and he walked in.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Do you remember? You liked him.
not R.
Who was R?
Okay, no.
Not no R. Kelly. Ain't no nigga pissing on
Robert?
me.
I know who you're talking about. He was cute.
Yeah.
He was cute. He was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really cute.
And he's in prison.
Oh,
Nice people go to prison. And then here's R. Kelly. So look, you missed the whole R. Kelly scandal.
I
missed it all.
did.
So there's nothing new with R. Kelly other than his bank account got $13 in there. Is it 13 cents? $13 overdrawn.
The bank's
$13.
telling him no.
What have you thought about this
That
R.
was
Kelly thing?
so
Because
good.
you know that the industry's known for years that R. Kelly's been like dabbling with
So
it.
let me just make something really clear that I saw repeated in social media in the comments and stuff like that, because I have had nothing to do except just pour through comments and threads of comments. And one thing that irritated me was when somebody, you know, like, I don't know, somebody would make like a proclamation, like, forgive me if I'm making this up, like Angie Martinez. I'm just using her as an example. She might not have said anything. I don't know. But somebody's just like, you know, they watched the documentary. They were like shocked and like it was appalling and da-da-da. And then the comment that kept coming up was, you all in this industry knew what he was up to and you did nothing. You've known since the days of Aaliyah, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you what was really going on at that time. This is when I first, no, shit. I was in high school at the time when the whole Aaliyah R. Kelly thing happened. When the rumor happened, this is pre-social media, like decades before social media. So we got our news by way of like Kurt Loder from MTV.
Or Word Up Magazine.
Or Vibe or Source or whatever. And these printed media, which you all don't really know. Or the news, which you all don't really know anything about. And so when the rumor was that R. Kelly had married Aaliyah, there was a rumor also the falsified birth certificate that he had apparently created that said she was 18. That also kind of came out, and so it had every one of us wondering, who were far away from the situation and looking at it from the outside looking in, like, she's 18? I thought she was 15. And it had us all. It did what he intended for it to do.
We thought that she was young, but we thought that she was legal.
What we thought was she must be 18 and 15 is the industry age.
Yeah.
Because every chick that comes into the industry is aged down.
See, I wasn't in the industry then, so I didn't really know all those details, but I did think she was 18 because when I met her, I said, "Were you really 8? Are you really 8?" You know, I thought she was 18. Yeah.
It created the confusion that he wanted it to create. So people were like, oh, okay, well, the birth certificate saying that she's 18.
Yeah, but niggas at ice cream stores were selling videos of him pissing on a little kid.
No, that's after.
Okay.
That was after, because remember, he married her in like the 90s, you know? And so he accomplished his goal in confusing everybody and having us believe, oh, okay, so her industry age must be 15 and she really actually is 18 years old. Therefore, that technically makes it legal. She's 18.
But what do you make of all this craziness? I mean, him and Gail. That Gail is on the cover of Time magazine. Probably because of that damn interview.
I've interviewed the man before, and it was.
Did he piss you off?
No, he did.
No, get it.
Did he give you a vibe?
He did almost.
Did you miss the goddamn joke? Did he piss you off?
No,
I
know. I
know because we should be making jokes.
No,
right?
no. They were like, okay, so Melissa, you can't go anywhere near a conversation about like court. Don't even say the word trial, nothing. And so then I asked a question. So, you know, in this industry, we go through a lot of trials and tribulations. They were all like at the window, and I was just like, calm down. I just wanted to do that on purpose. But then we all ended up going out to dinner. Me, him, his security, my producers and stuff like that. And we're at this.
He didn't try to hit on you?
He started crying on me.
Whoa.
That was another form of you getting wet?
No. Yeah, well,
What?
you know. But here's the crazy part is somebody said that in the documentary, how that was a kind of just one of his tactics, you know, to make it seem like he was vulnerable and you needed to be there for him. And everyone's just like blaming the girls and whatever else. I'm like, you do know that these girls are young and impressionable and, you know, like this is an older man. He is seducing them. There's a thing that's involved in predatory behavior where it's a whole seduction process. So to put the onus on the girls.
Wait, let's talk about that because somebody said to me one day, because, you know, I feel like I have a seduction process, but I don't think it's predatorial.
Well, that's the difference.
Well, like, so if I see a straight guy and I do whatever it takes to get him, is that predatorial?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I
How?
wouldn't necessarily call that predatory, especially if it's two consenting adults. That's the problem here.
But did the other one consent yet?
Well, yeah, they all consent. I mean, they consent eventually.
And let's talk about the age of consent. You know, whether...
Well, I've learned a lot with R. Kelly.
Exactly.
Around this country, there's some states at 16.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
Whether it's 16 years old or 17 years old or 18 years old... Think about what you were thinking about at the age of 16 and 17 and 18. Under the law, you're considered a man or a woman, but are you really?
I mean, at 17, there's some 18, 17-year-olds that are living grown lives. I mean, I don't know. I grew
probably forced to do so because of their circumstances.
I grew up like forced to be grown. Like 7 years old, I had a key to my apartment. I was grown. Yeah. I was literally being able to get up in the morning. You know, I was in the second grade, walk myself to the bus, lock the door, all that. So, and I'm not saying that makes it okay for these predators, right?
Hell no.
But I wonder, like, you know, with this whole R. Kelly thing, I'm waiting. We just wrote a story recently on Hollywood Unlocked where we were saying that now authorities are looking at all the people that were complicit.
Yeah.
Like, because there had to be a whole operation of what was going down. But it's just interesting to see, like, you know, what your thoughts are since you haven't been here to talk about it.
Yeah, I watched the entire documentary and it was, you know, in terms of chronological order, in terms of just telling a compelling story. You know, Dream Hampton, was that the exact? I'm sorry, she did a phenomenal job. She told a compelling story, and there really wasn't a lot. There really was no holes. You know what I'm saying? It showed a consistency of predatory behavior. The older that this guy has gotten, the age he prefers has not changed. Yeah. So
his brother threw him under the bus too.
Yeah,
preference, man. You know, some people like older girls.
He like younger girls. I was just
why
like,
he in jail?
I was like,
younger girls. What's the problem?
Did anybody else think that he smoked his teeth in jail? I don't know.
Listen, that segues perfectly into what I want to ask. So if you weren't in the public eye, would you live your life differently if nobody would ever judge you for anything you did?
I'd be a stripper dating drug dealers.
What?
Okay, no, sorry, I don't mean any offense to any to strippers.
If I wasn't in the public eye, I would, I would be TSA.
You'd be TSA?
Yeah.
Why?
I'd be patting motherfuckers down for it. I'm just playing. No, I wouldn't be TSA. If I had to be anything outside the public eye, I would go back to the service. I'd work for a union. I enjoyed that work. Yeah.
I would probably be in law enforcement.
Really?
Yeah, but FBI law enforcement.
Why?
Well, because that's what I went to school for. I wanted before it was, you know, there was TV shows on all this crap about profiling before it was a thing. I was obsessed with forensic psychology. I was John Douglas, who's the pioneer.
But do you think women
it.
should be in law enforcement when half of them can't even like figure out what their man is up to?
What?
They figured it out. So they figured it out.
Why I said,
I've been figured out.
But this is why I said is because I need to see. With you being absent from the show,
no, but there was no impulse control here.
There wasn't a check and balance.
No.
So Melissa's face right now just captured what every female said. This bitch better not open up his motherfucking mouth. No, I have a sister who is an investigator for the DA's office, and another one's a probation officer. Yeah. So that was a joke.
No, women, we know, even when we don't want to know. We know. It's just, you know, whether or not we want to act on it. But women, I know a chick who literally will put spyware if she gets a hold of your computer, and she will know every keystroke you make.
But would you live your life differently? Like if people didn't have a magnifying glass over what we were doing, or we weren't on YouTube or social media, we weren't public figures, would you live your life differently? Like I think about the way I live my life, and it's so interesting because sometimes I think my reality doesn't translate well to the public, and sometimes I get like a lot of blowback for different things, whatever. But I really feel like I'm living my life the way I want. Yeah. I do what I want. I say what I want. I think what I want. I put out what I think is hot and what ain't. And everything I do, whether it's ratchet shit on Love and Hip Hop or funny shit on Wild 'N Out, everything I'm doing what I want to do. Like I really feel like I wake up every day and I'm privileged to like.
You feel free.
I feel completely free.
That's good.
Like I saw Frank Ocean I was leaving Marc Jacobs' wedding. Frank Ocean was walking in, and I've had a crush on Frank Ocean.
He is booed up.
Is he?
3 years.
No way.
He's a total Scorpio. He is private.
Wait, what do you mean he's booed up?
As
in like they together?
Yeah, like 3 years.
They got titles?
Yeah, they got titles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, what that mean?
It means I think he really likes them.
I was in the wedding spirit. I was feeling festive. So I saw Frank walk in and I almost went back, but B. Simone talked me out of it. But, you know, one thing I love about Frank was when he had came out musically and sexually, I felt like there was such a level of freedom in being able to live in your own skin. We live in a city that's so make believe. If people really knew how a lot of these people live, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
it's a lot of men y'all are singing to, ladies who are sucking dick. But besides that, it's not even just that. It's just the fact that we can. I don't know. I love the sense of freedom that I feel right now.
I think I'm pretty sure that I would be living my life exactly the same way because, you know, I put up a post not too long ago about, you know, what the women who inspired me to be who I've become. You know, like I was watching an episode of The Cosby Show when I was like 8 years old, and it was Nancy Wilson. She was playing Claire Huxtable's mother-in-law or something like she was Denise's husband's mother. Exactly. And so Nancy Wilson, I mean, she was such a graceful. May
she rest in peace.
I mean, I know, my heart broke when she died. She was just such a graceful, beautiful woman. And then Felicia Rashad, all hail.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say rest in peace to her too.
No, of course not. And then, you know, Lena Horne, and I had all of these examples of women that, you know, they were just like their strength and just they were just so formidable. I was like, that is what I want to embody. And I decided that at the age of 8. So I've lived my life, you know, thinking, you know, having women like that inside of my head, you know, as my moral compass and, you know, my guiding light, you know, as it relates to my value system. So I think I'd be the same person if I'd just be like, you know, tracking down serial killers and shit. If
you can still do that.
Listen, speaking of serial,
you might be doing that.
Speaking of serial killers, my nigga got 72 more days.
Okay.
He's a serial killer.
No, he's locked up. All right,
y'all. It's time for another Hollywood hookup. Now, if you're trying to get into your entrepreneurship grind like myself, I just started my second LLC. I have my nonprofit. One thing you need help with is the post office.
You sure do.
So get this. No one really has time to go to the post office. You may be busy. There's crazy traffic. You're trying to lug things from here to here. You may forget some cash. I don't know. But I have a solution for you, and it's Stamps.com.
Stamps.com?
That's
no
right.
way.
Yeah. Stamps.com is one of the most popular time-saving tools for small businesses. You can use Stamps.com to eliminate trips to the post office and save money. Most importantly, you save money.
I like the saving money part. That's my favorite part of this.
That's my favorite part, too.
Okay.
So get this. Stamps.com brings all the amazing services of the U.S. Post Office right to your computer. See, she got her computer right there?
Yes, and I'm ordering stamps right now.
Hello. Rather you're sending a small invoice, you're an online seller sending out and shipping out products. Also, even if you're a warehouse sending out thousands and thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com is for you.
I'm going to take advantage of this deal.
Stamps.com is a no-brainer, and it saves you time and money. That's the most important part. It's no wonder why over 700,000 small businesses are already using Stamps.com.
Stamps.com, that's your Hollywood hookup.
Okay, so right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment.
I wonder what else we can use that scale for.
Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the home page, and type in Unlocked. That's Stamps.com, enter Unlocked.
Speaking of social media, a new study shows that the average American spends about 5 years of their life wasting time on social media. I'm not really sure if wasting time is, you know.
Wasting it.
Okay. Well, what app do you hate but you always find yourself using?
Tinder.
You're lying. You're not on Tinder, yo.
I'm on Tinder, but let me tell you something. I'm not active on Tinder.
Like I gave up that narcotic.
No, I mean, I literally, I have one photo on there and a really weak bio and the wrong age, so that way everybody thinks
just
it's
not
real. And just in case.
But wait, how did you get the wrong age? Isn't it connected to your Facebook?
Nope. I connected it another way, and I put the age I wanted on there.
Bullshit. He's always
So
able
both
to
of
just...
y'all was on Tinder?
Yeah, well,
that was the whole part when she first came on the show. She was on Tinder.
Yeah,
and I think Lunel talked to you about
when
it.
we first started the show, our second episode was with Lunel, and she was like, "I need you to get off Tinder right now," and I was like, "All right." It didn't do anything for me.
I mean, honestly, I just use Tinder as like a pastime. Like I just swipe left. There's a lot, and then I just realized there's a lot of ugly motherfuckers out there anyway.
Tinder was the worst.
Tinder's been interesting. Depends on if you travel a lot. Tinder's great.
Oh, okay. Well, I never used it in other
Tinder
cities.
is amazing in the Dominican Republic. Now I ain't gonna lie. That's one. I use that motherfucker.
I'm scared to make a Tinder profile, so it's blowing me away that both of y'all had one. Because people are screenshotting and sending it to you like, yo, this you, why you on Tinder?
No, I had the Barbs find my fucking account one time. This motherfucker threatened me so bad. He swiped left, so I connected with his cute ass, and then he threatened me.
Oh
But
my God.
when I was in Dominican Republic, it's so funny. So there's this one guy, swipe left, he swiped left. He only
Wait, swipe right. Swipe right is when you're
sorry.
you're
I
swiping
swiped right. He swiped right.
Yes,
we
and it's a match.
connected. We were in the Dominican Republic. I happened to be going out that night. Me and my friend, I got a table with a bunch of bottles. You know, this money goes a long way in Dominican Republic.
Yes.
So he showed up, probably thinking this motherfucker's rich because I just had like 4 bottles and hookah and security.
He was
and
thinking he was getting a green card.
first of all, you know, I met somebody that I thought fell in love with me in the DR, and that motherfucker keep asking me to fly him to Spain for a better quality of life and a green card. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking doing that.
I thought you liked to dig them out the mud.
Yeah.
That could go in a whole nother way, what you just said. Dig them out the mud. All right, no, but anyway, we went to the the app goes a long way when you travel.
I really got off of it when Lunel told me to. It just was doing nothing for me. I found that guys on Tinder, they just were treated women's profiles like collector's items. Like they wouldn't actually say anything. And there was no attempt to actually
So you were upset you didn't get any interaction.
Well, no, I mean, every time I swiped right on somebody, they'd swiped right on me. But then the conversation just went wah, 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 and then no attempt to get together. I was like, you know what? Never mind.
I would think it was a fake profile. If I seen you on Tinder,
That happened a lot. That did happen a lot.
Hey.
No, that happened a lot. Some guy said to me, yeah, right, this is Melissa Ford. I was like, I guess you'll never know.
Well,
And I unmatched.
I don't even really deal with that anymore. What about you? What app do you hate?
Instagram gonna be the death of me. The comments I get, the DMs, the naked pictures, all of it.
Really?
Yeah, I get a lot of nudes.
Really?
Really?
So do women like sending
We're going to
nudes?
have to
Is
see
that-
some
is
of
that-
those nudes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Listen, I had a friend of mine send me
Check some of them out.
I'm going to tell you another app that I love right now. Snapchat. Snapchat is that is where I am. You want to talk about all my thought activity. If a nigga posts some shit on Instagram and put me on blast, say he sent on Snapchat, 95% true.
But why Snapchat?
That's where it go down.
Like,
Because
why?
That's where it goes down.
Well, let's be very clear with everybody. Stop with this whole notion that Snapchat, your shit will delete in 24 hours. Because now it can delete longer. Number 2, now they could save it in the chat. And number 3, with iPhones, you can record the screen. My friend sent me a video yesterday of some girl giving him head in the car. And this is one of my straight homeboys, which, by the way, was just shocked me out the blue. Hopefully he's not listening to the show. But he sent it to me, and I was like, wow. Amazing.
People are sucking dick on fucking Snapchat?
You don't be on Snapchat?
Sucking dick in the car during broad daylight.
I go to Snapchat just to record like a cute video with the fucking stars
you could
above my
save and
head.
put on your
I
Instagram.
save and put that on my Instagram, and that's all I use it for. Then I'll send it to whoever's following me. I'm like, but is anybody on Snapchat?
Yes.
Hello, is anybody here? That's what it feels like on Snapchat.
The nude comes in my DMs on Instagram, and then the second question is always, you got Snapchat? It's like, oh, she's trying to get nasty.
No, but I thought when Kylie Jenner said something about Snapchat, like, is anybody really even using this shit anymore?
Was it Kylie or Rihanna? It was one of them. Both of them had attacked Snapchat.
Yeah.
I mean, Snapchat, nobody's using it like they used to. A lot of people do use it for what you just said.
Yeah.
Record a really good video because they have amazing filters.
They have great filters.
But all the thoughty shit in my life is going down on Snapchat. By the way, my Snapchat is right here.
They got Snapchat Premium too. I don't know if y'all seen that.
What is that? Oh yeah, where people are doing nude stuff.
What?
They getting it in. It's basically like porn, but this on.
You do know about my OnlyFans pages.
Yes, I've seen.
Do you know about those?
I've seen.
I'm surprised Rosa Costa had an OnlyFans page.
She is a hustler. She has everything.
She's Dominican.
She is. My favorite thing is when she acts like a poor Dominican girl. I don't have it. No, I need papi.
And then on Instagram,
meanwhile,
she's redoing her whole house.
Exactly, driving a Porsche. Oh my God, multi-car garage.
Oh yeah,
she is my.
So OnlyFans pages. Would you date somebody who has an OnlyFans page?
No.
Why?
Fuck no.
What if Aaron is just showing off like memorabilia?
No.
Or shit.
Let me tell you. Do you want to know why I like him so much?
Why?
Because he fucking has no desire to be on social media. That's my type of man. I like guys who do not indulge in social media. It's not. It can't be both of us.
I would date somebody who. Okay, let me say this. I gotta tell y'all a story.
Oh God, here we go.
So I'm in New York. Mm-hmm. This is so fucking random. I don't even know what I'm telling on myself. It's just catching up. So I'm in New York, and there's this one stripper in New York that everybody in New York who is my friend knows I'm in love with. No matter where this person strips, I will go to that strip club just to, throw some money at them, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I go to the strip club. I get to the strip club and I'm waiting. It's all Dominican for the it's all the dancers are Dominican.
Is it the one in Midtown we were at?
This is a whole nother one you got to come with me to. Okay. This one is actually off for those of you that are in New York or traveling to New York. I'll tell you the name of this place is called Monster. So.
How apropos.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling this story. So I call my ex and I'm like, Calvin, yo, come with me to the strip club. He's like, I got to work tomorrow. I'm like, fuck all that. We're going to go to the strip club. So we go to the strip club. So we get in the strip club. The stripper walks in, and everybody, he's the most beautiful stripper in this place.
I need to see a picture.
No, I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna show you this picture. Okay. I'm telling you, it's the most beautiful motherfucker.
I'll let you know.
So all the strippers are in there trying to, get my attention or whatever, trying to get me to give them money or whatever. I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm not paying your visa. I ain't paying your fucking visa. I'm done. This motherfucker walks in, comes up to me, and he hugs me, and we're having our little moment. I'm like, yeah, it's my husband. So this other motherfucking Dominican's behind him, and I'm like, God, this motherfucker's fine. He said, this is my brother. I'm like, oh shit. I go, man, I might have to cheat on you with your brother. The brother looks at me and says, no cheat, 2 for 1.
What?
I said, this is not real life. This cannot be happening. This cannot be real life. So I take the brother who I have an established relationship with back in the back room, because that's where you have your private dance or whatever. They say it goes down in DM. It go down in that back room. So we back there. Mind you, this is a black girl manning the backstage area, so she knows who I am.
This is so in reverse of a girls' strip club.
How so?
Well, the girls manning the private room, whereas obviously it would be like a big burly guy in like a strip club with chicks.
It's a black girl and it's a white man. The white man is the doorkeeper assigning you the rooms. The girl is just like standing there. So as I walk up, she's like, she clearly knows who I am, right? So I'm like, what's up with you? That's my husband, blah, blah.
And so she's like, yeah, right.
And no, she's living for it, and he's laughing. So we go in the back. I come out, I see the brother. I'm like, hey, come with me in the back. So I take the brother back. So when we get to the back, the guy whispers in his ear, like, he was just with your brother. I go, wait a minute, this is a family fucking affair. we on the same page. Don't worry about what the fuck we doing.
Oh my God, that is crazy. Your life, dude.
So I hit the stripper that I like on WhatsApp. I'm like, hey, come hang out with me today. He's like, I can't. It's my birthday. I have plans, but my brother's available.
So what you do?
I hung out with the brother. I took that motherfucker straight to Pergola. We went straight to Pergola.
Oh, I miss Pergola.
And I went to Pergola 6 times the last time I was in New York.
I am not surprised.
But we were in Pergola. Explain to people what Pergola looks like the environment, the ambiance.
Okay,
Help
me out. The Pergola is a really, really, really upscale hookah lounge, but it's also a Middle Eastern restaurant. It's owned and bar. It's owned by they're Egyptian, and they're all super cool. I used to lightweight date one of the owners. Hey Zizo.
Oh, I got Zizo's number. That's my homeboy now.
Yeah. He's a sweetheart. But Pergola is like when you walk in, there's like an upper level, but it's like, it just kind of looks like I don't know, like a Garden of Eden kind of vibe.
Super vibey, and like
the music is amazing.
And you can't in the vibe. People are dancing, but you can't get in unless like people or It's like one of those things.
I think I've been denied at this place before.
Really?
Yeah. As you're describing it, is it kind of small? Is it in the middle of the street?
Well, it's not small at all.
It is kind of in the middle of the street, but it's not small at all, and it's actually there's 2 stories.
Yeah, but it's really.
I had shorts on.
Oh, that's why you didn't get in.
You didn't get in.
I was just looking. You're just looking for a hookah spot.
No, people get dressed up to go there.
I seen that.
It's really the food is amazing. The music is amazing. The people are beautiful. It's just dope.
So let's take all of that in, and now I got this beautiful ass Dominican with me with a body.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really the whole friendly type, like overly like affectionate. No, I'm not that guy. This motherfucker was next to me. Hands on each other's legs, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I said fuck. It was like a nigga sitting right here, and a nigga sitting right here, and I was like, fuck it. We was on a full out date. Yeah, I enjoyed that family. Shout out to them.
Enjoyed the family.
Okay. Well, my least favorite app is my favorite app, Instagram.
Yeah.
It's a dark hole. You know, I could just I literally will just get on Instagram and then I look up and my battery started at like 90. It's 39 and I've wasted 2 hours of my life just looking and flicking through, and now I feel bad about myself. And
well, now the iPhone fucking tells you how much time you've wasted on Instagram. Have you seen that?
I don't want to turn that notification on.
No, yeah, it makes you feel like shit.
No.
What is the highest hours you've seen on your phone?
For Instagram? Yeah. Probably 4 hours.
Really? Really? Like, you know, is it a whole day?
That's a whole day.
Oh, yeah. I've been upwards about 19 hours.
See, I grew up
in one day.
Yeah, because I was on it from London when I woke up, on the flight back from London.
Oh, okay.
Then landed, slept for like an hour, and then went like all again.
But you wasn't on Instagram the whole time looking at it.
Are you crazy? I just checked my Instagram right now. I mean, I run an online business, so yeah. I mean, I'm online all the time.
Yeah, no, it's a dark hole that you just tumble down into, and then you come up for air, and you're just like, oh God.
So what are you looking at on Instagram? What's putting you in this dark hole?
I will say though, you can't be so consumed with it though, because we had talked on the show before when you were here. Like I did fall into a depression because of social media. I was too consumed with what everybody else was doing. Now I just check to see like what does our engagement look like on Hollywood Unlocked? What posts are doing better? How does the aesthetic look? I'll text my team. Updates whatever. But my team that does the social for Hollywood Unlocked, like right now, Kelvin is standing in for. Alyssa just had a baby.
I know.
Kelvin is like standing in for her with the line, and she comes back to work tomorrow, and he's like, I cannot fucking wait for her to come back and take this social media, because there's so many intricacies that goes into how we do our thing, when we're analytics and what kind of posts and virals and this and that. So I just check in primarily to make sure that they're doing their thing, and then also to see if anybody told me to kill myself.
Yeah, I think you know what it is for me. What starts to like weigh heavy on my chest is when I end up in a comment section, whether it's my comment section. And for the most part, the comments on my page are very positive.
Yeah.
Like I have a really awesome community of people that follow me. And they're respectful and nice and stuff like that. But every once in a while, I'll get somebody who just, wants to troll me. Here's one thing that people like to say to me right now is because I went through this, life-altering situation where I almost died, this whole second chance at life thing, they are now the judge and jury as to how I should be living that second life. So I just posted a picture of myself in a bathing suit the other day. It ain't my crotch out. It's not even a back shot. You can't see ass cheek. It is a clean, lovely picture of a grown woman in a bathing suit she was paid to wear. And I got people talking about how it's sad that this is how you're using the time that God gave you. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, what? They said what?
It's sad.
It's sad
they said God gave you a second chance of life, and here you go.
Yeah, here you're using it for this and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, wow, on a totally different post, you know, you would be congratulating a woman who is developing multiple streams of revenue, which all of us should have. We shouldn't just be counting on one stream of revenue, because that's the trouble I found myself in pre-car accidents.
When the Hollywood Unlocked Instagram went down, it was Perez Hilton who texted me to say, when I came back, he said, "Congratulations on your Instagram coming back. I hope that was a lesson that you need to have multiple streams of revenue."
Yeah.
I mean, he you know, he paved the way for this shit.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot because we do become, when we have a main source of income, we become so focused on that. What I learned was, now take some of that income and start building more income. So now, you know, my whole thing now is I'm buying a house or I'm getting a house. So now when I get the house, I'm not going to give up my apartment. I'm going to Airbnb that.
Yeah. Right.
And all the revenue that comes from that, just get another Airbnb and another until I have like 10.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend who has 7 Airbnbs. He's making $25,000 a month in just income.
And
traveling around the world taking photos.
And that was part, that's amazing. You know, that was part of the reckoning that I had to go through, because, you know, I'm living off of the money that thank you all for, like, you know, like the generous donations to it, whoever, you know, gave money to my GoFundMe. But that was literally how I lived for almost a year, paid the medical bills that I could pay. And then also rent and food. There was no shopping. There was no nothing. This was like bare bones living. And I had to come to terms with the fact that, Melissa, you did yourself a disservice by not setting up, you know, streams of revenue, maybe getting a little bit too comfortable in my chair.
There was a lot of enlightening that went on in this whole accident process, right? Because clearly you are, I will tell you are on your hustle. Your social media is amazing. It's growing. I could tell it's had some profound impact, and you can tell. It
had to. And then, you know, people emailing me and in my DMs telling me, you know, the source of inspiration that and motivation that I've become for them, because I, you know, had this formidable, horrible thing happen and I just decided to keep on going. That accounts for something. I feel a sense of responsibility to continue to be that, you know, beacon of hope and source of inspiration and aspiration for young girls, or just people in general, you know, anybody who's had to overcome something, you know, as difficult as this was. So, you know, but yeah, I'll get comments like that where, you know, like people will be like, "You're wasting. There's the second chance that God gave you, and you're sad and
bathing suit. How dare you?"
And I'm just like,
but you fire back, because I'm gonna tell you right now. Remember, I used to tell you, don't respond. Yep. Now, I actually enjoy responding.
Really?
Yesterday, I went on Cardi B's fucking Instagram. Her and her husband. Offset, shout out to them. They posted their stuff for clout, and she was on her knee, kind of squatting down in front of him. And I said, "Y'all gonna fuck around and have another baby?" And her fans and his fans, people was commenting and tagging me, whatever. And I had to tell somebody, "You lowbrow bitch, don't you ever message me with your goddamn eyebrows running together, looking like a whole goddamn yeah." You know, now I'm finding fun just responding. I don't do it all the time, but like if I get bored and I'm like have enough engagement on my page, I'll go do something to make people come after me, and then I'll respond.
It's changed for you. You know, back when, you know, first season of Love and Hip Hop, when they were coming for your neck because of the whole drink throwing incident, you were really affected by the hatred that was thrown your way.
I had PTSD.
Now this shit is sport for you.
It's fun now.
It bounces off your back.
If I don't have no shit going down, I'll go create some shit.
Don't be that guy.
No, you know what I did? I post things to make people talk, because if they stop talking, that is the problem. But I don't want to get into the sick cycle of, like we had talked about, fame being a drug. Now, I'm not even talking about the fame part, just the attention or the engagement part, because I have found myself getting caught up in, like, if they ain't talking, I got to make them talk. Almost like some celebrities, if they ain't taking pictures, I got to go somewhere and make them want to take pictures. Like, I don't want to get caught up in that.
Yeah.
But social media really, as I said this on the Breakfast Club, I think it's the devil.
Yeah.
But without it, oh my God. Like,
so yours is the comment section. You issues with people coming at you. You kind of like it though.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I understand that in order to be at the top of of the game or where I'm trying to go, is that I have to create provocative conversation. Whether that's Instagram, whether that's a radio show, whether that's an interview, whether it's TV. I walked into an interview with a guy on my chest who said he would suck dick to save a music festival. I knew that would create a conversation. I thought it was funny because I live in my truth. So what can people say? You can say, "Oh, he's overweight. Oh, he's gay." Okay, well, nigga, we already know all that. So what else? What else can you say?
Mm-hmm. Hey, totally 8 miles the situation. Yeah, the comment section is the deep dark hole I'm talking about, and I made a lot of observations about humanity over the last 10 months too. We're fucked.
For me, the IG stories give me so much anxiety.
Really?
That's what it is for me. If I'm going through somebody's story and they're this place and then I go to your story, because it just keep going. It's like nonstop. That I don't know why. For me, that overwhelms me. I hate IG stories.
Yeah, see, not for me.
I really can't look through that.
I've gotten over also, the other thing I have gotten over with Instagram, I don't know about, I'm at such a good place right now that I don't feel like I need to be anywhere than where I am. Mm-hmm. Wherever that is. If it's in London, if it's New York,
because
you
go in places.
No, but even if I wasn't going places, we got on a flight to Tokyo before. Got on a plane and just fucking went.
Yep.
So to go fucking snowboarding in the Japanese Alps. Yep. And this year I'm sure we're gonna do a lot more travel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I would say that it's not even just that. It's just I used to feel like, why wasn't I invited to that red carpet? Or why wasn't I invited to that event? Or why wasn't I on that yacht? Or why am I not? Like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
If I really want to go, I feel like anywhere now, I feel like I can go. But I just am happy where I am right now.
Yeah.
And social media.
But I feel like a lot of what you said though is powerful because I feel like a lot of people feel like that. There's a lot of people, especially in this city.
They got FOMO.
We all know everybody. So something to go on. Even I barely post my stories, but when I do, people are like, where are you at? Why you didn't tell me? And I'm just like, man, it ain't my place to tell you about this. I don't know. But I've been that person too. Like, damn, what's going on? You didn't tell me about it. And it's like, it's a cycle.
I'll tell you what I'm really big on now. If you don't support me in public, don't fuck with me in private. Don't even talk to me. Yeah. Don't even call. Don't call me. Don't congratulate me. Don't text me. Don't say shit. If you ain't put me on your Instagram, because I know how this shit works. Motherfuckers out here will have conversations with people in public, like, yeah, I mean in private, like, I ain't fucking with him, like, he messy or he this and that. But then you the same motherfucker trying to build this fake transactional relationship with me on the low. You may bring me some money or you may bring me a relationship, but that's not gonna work. Because see, now I need to know, nigga, are we really cool? If we really ain't cool, and honestly, I don't fuck with too many people now anymore. So, I used to
Nobody's cool.
I used to fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
She don't fuck with nobody.
No.
I used to try to, Melissa, we got to go here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go. Then she would next morning, oh, I fell asleep. I know you don't want to go. I know you lied to me. You just didn't want to go.
Yeah, it was so hard for me to explain to him why I never felt pressed to go anywhere. I
get it now.
I was like, one day you're going to feel the same way that I do, but I've been in this business too long to feel pressed to be anywhere to see anybody. There's nobody that can make me move like that. Well, no, there's one person now.
Oh.
Dude who goes to your gym. What's his name?
My gym?
What's his name? Bird Box dude.
Oh my God.
He's so hot.
This
I'm
damn
sorry.
Actor.
What's his name?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Trevante Rhodes, right?
Oh, yeah, Trevante.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I saw him in the bathroom in my gym, and I was like, all I can remember is he was in Beyonce's video. I remember.
He was on my radar as of for the movie Moonlight.
Yeah.
And he had the gold fronts. I was like, he is oddly fine. And then when I saw him in Bird Box, I was like, it's not odd at all. That mofo is fine. But I digress. We've got another Hollywood hookup for you guys. Yes. Rothy's. I am fascinated with these shoes for so many reasons. One, I am oftentimes wearing these. Yes, they are gorgeous, but they are also very painful. So I've got to swap them out for flats every once in a while. But I like to do, kind of like double duty when it comes to, my clothing, my shoes, the food, just anything, any experience that I have. And I like the fact that Rothy's is made of sustainable material. It's made from recyclable plastic. And I personally have a very big problem with the, garbage dump that's in our oceans these days, and marine life dying and stuff like that. So I like the fact that I'm actually contributing to getting rid of that problem. Rothy's, you're like A1 in my book. They're ultra comfortable as soon as you slip them on. That's right. There's a 0 break-in period, which is very, very important.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Do you guys know anything about the break-in period with shoes?
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's no bueno. It's no bueno. So you avoid that here. One Yahoo editor recently called them the most comfortable flats that she's ever owned.
Wow.
And I would have to concur. So, besides their sustainability, another major bonus is that they are fully machine washable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Throw them in.
That's a big deal for me. I don't know about you guys, but every time they need a refresh, you can simply just toss them into the washing machine and they will come out just like new,
Quick
smelling all nice and stuff. So I want you guys to remember this. This is our Hollywood hookup. Right now, Rothy's has the amazing deal for all of you guys. Use the code UNLOCKED and you are going to get free shipping and handling, no minimum purchase needed.
That's right.
Log on, go to rothys.com. That's ROTHYS.com. And use the code UNLOCKED to unlock your free shipping and handling on no minimum purchase. Once you try these shoes that are super comfortable, stylish, and sustainable, you're never going to wear anything else. Head to rothys.com and claim this offer with code UNLOCKED.
Woo. People dream to live these lives y'all living, right? To be able to turn down opportunities to go to these events. We've been in it so long, so I think people that listen to hear this perspective of it is kind of like bigger than we even know, because they don't know how see-through and how transparent this industry is, how fake this person is, how people just try to use you over here. They don't get to see that.
The reality of the situation is that life, especially in this city and this industry, is very transactional, like you said. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I didn't approach it that way at first. I really approached it like, if you like me and I like you,
it takes a minute for you to
we're
figure
friends.
it out.
Because where I come from,
that's how you get hurt.
No, but see, nobody ever physically comes for me. They come for me in different ways, right? I would say to her, like, yo, let's do this, or this person, and she'd be like, no, they ain't doing it. No, ain't going to. No.
That's my nightmare. Fuck that.
Are you friends with that person? Okay, okay. I was very, what Cardi likes to say, you very mixy. She always said, you real mixy. She always tells me I'm mixy. So now I find myself with somebody be like, I ain't mixing, but I used to think when I got here, like where I'm from, if we cool, we're friends. And in my mind, I would say friends because now I get it. It's all transactional. Yeah. So if a motherfucker call me, what is it that you want? Let's just get that out the way real quick. Yeah. And I think for the people listening, it's like high school, right? There's the popular kids, much so like that. And then there's the people that want to be popular, and then there's the loners, and then there's the people who are just overall. It's really like high school. Yeah. And so, it's very cliquish. It's very like Melrose Place. It's very chatty behind your back. And you know what, this is what I say, the comparison between New York and LA. New York, somebody will stab you in the heart and look you in the eye while they did it. In LA, they smile in your face and they stab you in the back. Like, that's this place. They're stabbing you in the back while they're smiling in your face. That's what I mean. Yeah. Like you just reach the whole reach around. They be in your face smoking hookah and texting somebody that you ain't shit.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first place where I seen enemies go to brunch together and sit down and have a whole conversation. I'm like, but none of y'all like each other.
Because my enemy's enemy is my best friend. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. But if collectively we hate that motherfucker, I can fuck with you for 5 minutes.
I ain't gonna lie. When Nipsey died, I sat here and watched Instagram, and I saw let me
Synthetic Love.
I don't know Nipsey. I never knew him personally. I called Karen Civil last week, and I said, I'm really mad that I didn't. Remember we were fighting for his interview? I was really mad I didn't fight harder for that interview, because now that I've watched his interviews play back, he's so smart, so like connected, like he was ahead of his time. And I'm not saying this because he's dead now. I'm saying this now out of frustration that I didn't do a better job of like really looking into who he was. And the other thing is I really didn't. I want to do a better job here of finding interviews, and you were on this back in the day, of finding interviews that actually really matter. Like really digging deep and paying attention to, like, if there's some people out there really saying some real shit that may not be magnified, let's have those conversations. Because looking back over all of his footage, I'm like, he was so smart, so ahead of his time, so underrated. And now when I look at all the people, and I want to post that in celebration of him, but I don't want to look like a clout chaser, because right now there's so many people like, if anybody says this about Nipsey, so that, like, did you ever even fucking like support him?
Yeah.
Like we went to the opening of the Marathon store. Our team, we shot the opening of that. We went to when he had a pop-up shop for his clothing line. I didn't really know him that well, but I was inspired by the fact that he was actually doing some positive shit.
I'd ended up on a few panels with him, and after one panel that was here in LA, I think he had a show that night. Well, he definitely had a show that night, so he'd invited me. So we ended up just like hanging. And you know what I noticed about him? His protective instincts and how respectful he was. I don't know. This is pre-Lauren, so I don't know who he was dating, if he was dating anybody at the time. I have no clue. But my litmus test for guys is if they try me. That's just always going to be my litmus test. And he was so respectful. He didn't, not even a hint of whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, inappropriate or trying to kick it to me. He acted like big brother and guarded me from anybody even like trying me. You know, he was as good as people say.
So
he really was.
I recently met somebody in the industry, and I'm going to spare this person's name because where I met them was somewhere private, and out of respect for the people who hosted me where I met this person, I'm not going to say the person's name, but the person was it really was like a disappointing meeting. And I don't think the person knew who I was. I don't think they knew who I was because, but then again, with social media and with the world and interviews, you don't know who knows. Some people are really good at acting like they don't know, but I don't think this person knew who I was. But I went to say hello to the person, and I reached out my hand, and I'm literally shaking this person's hand as he's continuing to walk. Yeah. So his feet is moving and my mouth is moving at the same time. The Stockton in me almost pulled him into me to say, motherfucker, why is my mouth moving and your feet are moving?
Try to give you the no look back.
Slow your fucking roll, because I will do that. I don't give a fuck who you are. But I didn't do it. But I just said that to say, I remember when I first saw Nipsey, when I first was invited to cover something for him, I remember Karen Civil reaching over to tell him who I was and how attentive he was to her in understanding who he was getting ready to meet. And then how polite he was when we met. And then we took a photo, and it was just a different thing than most people in the industry be like, oh, who's that? Okay, what's up, man? How you doing? There's like no transfer of energy, no connectivity. It's just real, hey, what's up, what's up? But he was very in tune. And it was just, it was very, I've been struggling with, I mean, it's had an impact on me, but I've been more just struggling with like how fake people are, and it just continues to just revalidate my I don't want to fuck with these people.
Well, I mean, I think that another reason why, I get really annoyed with everybody talking about, abusing the word clout. My God.
Yeah, when I grew up, clout meant something totally different.
Yeah, it's being like abused, and the definition of it has completely been bastardized and whatnot. Yeah. But the reality of the situation is, regardless of whether you knew Nipsey or you didn't, it was a senseless death. It just was for somebody who was a contributing member of society. Yes. And he was young, and he has young children, and we loved watching him and Lauren. They were just a couple goals for a lot of people, and they gave back to their own community. That's why people are still upset about it. It is something to be upset. And if you are not upset by it, well, then your sense of apathy is basically controlling your sense of humanity, and you might need to reevaluate the way you think.
Well, I do know Lauren London, and I will say somebody was gonna try her yesterday. They were gonna say something.
What?
Like Kodak Black did?
No, not that bad, but they were gonna say something. She's not my friend, but I know her, and we're very friendly with each other when we see each other. It's very, very respectful. I mean, she when I see her, she always congratulates me on stuff like that. And I mean, I knew her way before Hollywood Unlocked. But they were getting ready to try her, and I had to stop them. I said, you know what, you're not gonna stand here and have this conversation with me. They said something. It started with them saying, well, Lauren, she loved thugs because she's a fan of Tupac and because she was in love with Nipsey. I had shut that all the way down, and this was a person trying to get conversation in front of a group of people. I was like, no, we're not gonna do that, because I feel like whether they're celebrities or not,
There's still people.
They're human beings.
I know.
So we're going to show him some respect, and we're going to keep his legacy alive in a positive way.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, we should probably go get something to eat, but we definitely ain't stopping by Chick-fil-A. I don't give a fuck what they say about naming them America's favorite restaurant. You know, they don't
It is not a restaurant, people.
And they don't like homosexuals. Did you know that?
And they don't like to open on Sunday, so fuck them.
They don't. You know they don't like. You know they don't like homosexuals.
Yeah.
I heard all the strict church stuff they try to have going on. I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't been in a class action from their employees or somebody that's gay that's been denied a job because of I don't know. Are there gay people that work? If you're a gay person that works at Chick-fil-A or know anybody, please call me.
There's gay people that work at Chick-fil-A.
Didn't somebody
'Cause I've
try
been to
to,
one. Really?
you know, like do like a kind of public ban on them? Like somebody.
Are we
saying,
wearing Gucci?
I don't have any.
I do. All right, but anyway.
Mine's just sitting in the closet.
Man, people. But when do we bring it out the closet?
I don't know.
Well,
but I'm not jumping out there.
Well, I'm out the closet. But I'm out.
On the next episode, we will talk about cancel culture and how fucking ridiculous it is. But I digress.
And on the next episode, I will be dripped down in Gucci, and you can say what the fuck you want. Until then, we out, America. Bye.
Bye, everybody.